If you think your trading losses are random, that belief is exactly what's draining your account. Most traders blame the market, bad luck, news, manipulation. It just wasn't my day. But what if the losses aren't random at all? What if there's a pattern and it's not in the chart, it's in you? In this video, we're going to break down why your losing streaks feel random, but actually follow a predictable loop. I'll show you the hidden behaviors that quietly destroy consistency, the science behind why your brain keeps repeating them, and how to finally interrupt the cycle. By the end, you won't just see your losses differently, you'll see yourself differently, and that changes everything. The market is uncertain. That part is true. Every trade outcome is random, but your behavior before, during, and after the trade, that's not random. Think about this. Have you ever increased your risk after a win because you felt in sync? Moved your stop loss because it'll come back? Taken a trade you didn't plan because you didn't want to miss out? Skipped a valid setup because of fear from your last loss? If you're nodding right now, that's not randomness. That's a pattern. A study from the University of Cambridge showed that traders who perform worse weren't less intelligent. They were more emotionally reactive after wins and losses. Their decision-making shifted based on recent outcomes. In simple terms, win results in confidence spike, which leads to bigger risk. Similarly, loss makes fear spike, ultimately to hesitation or revenge trade. Your account doesn't bleed because of bad luck. It bleeds because your behavior changes under pressure, and most of the time, you don't even notice it happening. Let me tell you about a trader I once coached. He said, "My strategy works, but some weeks I just lose everything." We reviewed his trades. The setup? Fine. The entries? Fine. The problem? After two losses, he would take trades outside his plan, increase position size, skip his checklist, trade at random hours. When he was calm, he followed rules. When he felt something, fear, anger, urgency, he broke them. His losses weren't random. They showed up every time his emotions spiked. That's the hidden loop most traders ignore. Emotional trigger, behavior shift, rule break, loss. Blame the market. Repeat. It feels random because the chart changes. But your internal reaction, it's almost copy-paste. Here's where it gets interesting. Your brain is wired to avoid pain and chase reward. When you lose money, your brain reacts like it just touched fire. Studies using brain scans show that financial loss activates the same pain centers as physical pain. So what does your brain try to do? It tries to fix the pain fast. That's where revenge trading comes from. That's where doubling risk comes from. That's where "I'll just take one more trade" comes from. It's not logic. It's your survival system trying to protect you. The problem is, the market doesn't care about your survival system. Trading rewards emotional stability, not emotional reaction. And that's hard, because your brain wasn't designed for trading, it was designed for running from lions. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most traders don't have a strategy problem. They have a behavior problem. You don't need a new indicator, a new time frame, a secret strategy. You need consistency in behavior. But consistency is boring, and humans hate boring. We crave excitement. We crave certainty. We crave control. The market offers none of those. So what do? We try to create control where there is none. We overtrade, we force setups, we predict instead of execute. And then we say, the market is random. No, your discipline is random. Imagine two traders. Both use the exact same strategy. Trader A risks 1% every trade, takes only planned setups, accepts losses calmly, stops trading after daily limit. Trader B risks 1% unless he feels confident, moves stops, trades after daily limit, doubles size after a win. After 100 trades, who survives? Even if their win rate is identical, Trader A wins long-term. Why? Because consistency compounds. In finance, small edges matter. A study in behavioral finance showed that traders who reduced impulsive decisions improved performance significantly, not by changing strategy, but by reducing rule breaking. That's powerful. Your edge doesn't die because of the market. It dies because you don't let it play out. Here's the shift. Losses are part of the system. Behavioral instability is not. You cannot control the next candle, the next outcome, the next news event, but you can control position size, risk per trade, whether you follow your checklist. When you stop trading, the moment you realize this, something clicks. You stop trying to control the market. You start controlling yourself. And that's when consistency begins. Not when you feel confident, not when you feel ready, but when you execute the plan even when you don't feel certain. That's real confidence. If you're serious about breaking the cycle, start here. Track not just your trades, but your emotions before each trade. Write down why you took it. Note if you followed your rules fully. Review weekly. Look for behavior patterns, not just P&L. You'll start seeing something interesting. Your worst days will have similar emotional fingerprints. Your best days will feel boring. That's not a coincidence. That's structure. Your losses aren't random. Your behavior is. Every revenge trade, every skip rule, every oversized position, they follow emotional spikes. And until you see that clearly, you'll keep blaming the wrong thing. The market is uncertain, but your discipline doesn't have to be. The real edge in trading isn't prediction. It's behavioral consistency. And once you fix that, the randomness starts shrinking, not in the chart, in you. Watch the next video to learn how to build unshakable discipline in trading. Until then, follow your plans, be calm, be composed, be confident, and be at peace.